Do you know which dinosaur had the longest neck in the world? These giants ruled the Earth for millions of years. How did they move, eat, and survive? Join us as we uncover fascinating mysteries about long-necked dinosaurs in this video. Diplodocus was 24 to 26 meters long and weighed approximately 10 to 16 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 154 to 152 million years ago. Had a neck length of 6.5 to 8 meters, and a tail measuring 12 to 14 meters long. The fossils of Diplodocus were discovered in 1877 in the USA. Diplodocus was approximately 26 meters long and weighed around 49 tons. It lived during the late Cretaceous, about 84 to 66 million years ago. Had a neck length of about 11 meters, and a tail measuring 8 meters long. The fossils of Diplodocus were discovered in 2005 in Argentina. Dinosaurus was 15 to 20 meters long and weighed approximately 7 to 10 tons. It lived during the Middle Jurassic, about 160 million years ago. Had a neck length of 9 to 10 meters, and a tail measuring 6 to 8 meters long. The fossils of Dinosaurus were discovered in 1936 in China. Brachiosaurus was 9 to 10 meters long and weighed approximately 2.5 tons. It lived during the early Cretaceous, about 129 to 122 million years ago. Had a neck length of 2.5 meters, and a tail measuring 3 to 4 meters long. The fossils of Brachiosaurus were discovered in 1984 in Argentina. Diplodocus was 12 to 14 meters long and weighed approximately 12 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 155 to 152 million years ago. Had a neck length of about 4 meters, and a tail measuring 5 to 6 meters long. The fossils of Diplodocus were discovered in 1901 in the USA. Brachiosaurus was 22 to 35 meters long and weighed approximately 12 to 60 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 160 million years ago. Had a neck length of 12 to 18 meters, and a tail measuring about 10 meters long. The fossils of Brachiosaurus were discovered in 1952 in China. Brachiosaurus was 22 to 25 meters long and weighed approximately 28 to 58 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 154 to 153 million years ago. Had a neck length of about 9 meters, and a tail measuring 8 to 10 meters long. The fossils of Brachiosaurus were discovered in 1900 in the USA. Ankylosaurus was 2 to 4 meters long and weighed approximately 27 to 40 kilograms. It lived during the early Jurassic, about 200 million years ago. Had a neck length of 0.5 to 1 meter, and a tail measuring 1 to 1.5 meters long. The fossils of Ankylosaurus were discovered in 1818 in the USA. Apatosaurus was 21 to 23 meters long and weighed approximately 18 to 23 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 152 million years ago. Had a neck length of 5 to 6 meters, and a tail measuring about 9 meters long. The fossils of Apatosaurus were discovered in 1877 in the USA. Argentinosaurus was 30 to 35 meters long and weighed approximately 65 to 100 tons. It lived during the late Cretaceous, about 96 million years ago. Had a neck length of 10 to 12 meters, and a tail measuring 12 to 14 meters long. The fossils of Argentinosaurus were discovered in 1987 in Argentina. Ultrasaurus was 25 to 30 meters long and weighed approximately 50 to 60 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 150 million years ago. Had a neck length of 8 to 10 meters, and a tail measuring 10 to 12 meters long. The fossils of Ultrasaurus were discovered in 1979 in South Korea. Patagotitan was approximately 37 meters long and weighed around 55 to 77 tons. It lived during the late Cretaceous, about 101 million years ago. Had a neck length of about 12 meters, and a tail measuring 15 meters long. The fossils of Patagotitan were discovered in 2014 in Argentina. Alamosaurus was approximately 30 meters long and weighed around 30 tons. It lived during the late Cretaceous, about 69 to 66 million years ago. Had a neck length of 8 to 10 meters. And a tail measuring about 10 meters long. The fossils of Alamosaurus were discovered in 1922 in the USA. Camarasaurus was 15 to 23 meters long and weighed approximately 20 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, about 155 to 145 million years ago. Had a neck length of 6 to 8 meters. And a tail measuring 6 to 7 meters long. The fossils of Camarasaurus were discovered in 1877 in the USA. Brontosaurus, one of the most famous sauropods, measured 22 to 25 meters long and weighed 15 to 25 tons. It lived during the late Jurassic, 156–146 million years ago, alongside giants like Apatosaurus and Diplodocus. With a neck length of 8 to 9 meters and a tail of 10 to 12 meters. It was a herbivore, likely feeding on high vegetation. Once thought to be the same as Apatosaurus. Brontosaurus was confirmed as a distinct genus in 2015. The first fossils were discovered in 1879 by Othniel Charles Marsh in the USA.